Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.
A Marine says veterans don't serve for recognition. They do so because their country needs them.
Gwen Bevel and photojournalist Nick Kiefer share his story.
The history of service in Tom Huxtable's family goes all the way back to his granddad, who fought in the Army in the Spanish-American War.
250 years that people have been fighting for the freedom that you and I enjoy today.
Tom Huxtable loves military history, and he's part of it.
This is just like what I carried when I was on active duty.
Huxtable signed up for the Marines just 2 years after his older brother.
Brothers by blood, brothers by the Corps.
He spent his 18th birthday in boot camp.
It's a life-changing event. There's a confidence that is instilled in boot camp that is just hard to match.
At the time Huxtable served, our country was not at war, but there was plenty to keep the Marines busy.
That's what I did all day long, is run those punch card machines.
Huxtable was in data processing.
This has more computing power, more storage unit than the first computer I ran, and we thought we were hot stuff.
He says the skills he gained really paid off.
I came back and went to work in a business here in Wichita in data processing and punch cards, and eventually went to computers.
Huxtable says he got far more than a career from the Corps.
I've had veterans from other branches of service say, "Oh man, I wish we had something like you Marines have." And I said, "What do you mean?" "Well, two of you get together and it's like your brothers." And I can't help but say, "What's your point?" Because we are.
He's very proud of this monument at the Veterans Memorial Park that pays tribute to the branch and to the sacrifices Marines make.
I wouldn't take $1 million for the experience, but I wouldn't do it again for $1 million either.
He spends quite a bit of time here. He's a longtime board member and volunteer.
For the families of our fallen soldiers, keep their memory alive by telling their story.
He says it's all about sharing those stories of true heroes.
I think people need to come down here and just reflect on that.
The park gives Huxtable a chance to continue serving others.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. Absolutely.
He passed on the pride he says is difficult to explain to his son, who joined the Marines. He's also very proud of his grandson, who served in the Army, both carrying on a family tradition that dates back generations.
Not only did they do it 250 years ago, they're still doing it.
To find out more about Wichita Veterans Memorial Park and to see special programs they host there throughout the year right there by the Arkansas River, all you have to do is go to the story at ksn.com. Here for you, Gwen Bevel, KSN News 3.
The Devon James Injury Lawyers here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's Corporal Tom Huxtable, who proudly served our country in the United States Marine Corps. On behalf of all of Kansas, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much, and thank you for this honor. I'd like to invite people to come down to Veterans Memorial Park on the east bank of the river across from the Keeper of the Plains. Great place.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.